Hey. We're going to have all three little gizmos going in case, since Facebook was on the fritz yesterday. It was funny because I could do it off my iPad. Couldn't go live. Oops, my little cheat sheet notes. But I was able to post things. Kind of weird. I know it's early, so hold on. Let me go back to this. See if I can get this. Is this me? Come on, picture. It's a little delays. Hey Peggy, hey Diana, good morning. Hey Deb. I know, this is early, isn't it? You may hear saws and stuff going on upstairs, but with Facebook being weird like it was yesterday, I hope this works. We're trying this. I'm going for it, guys. I don't know what the picture's going to look like, but we hope it is. Please confirm. Oop, got to active. Please. Oh, I didn't confirm. Okay. Forgot to check off one little box. Active. Yay. That. Hold on. This is so weird for me to do. Active. Okay. There you go. Who knows? Did you go through? Who knows? I hope it did. I guess we'll find out. Hey Carla, thank you. You shared already. We didn't even do anything. All right, so today, this isn't posted to be sold on Etsy or anything because I'm making one for my one granddaughter, and the other one, I'm hoping my other granddaughter, when she comes tomorrow, my other granddaughter, my daughter, my son-in-law, that she wants to make one to take home. So we're gonna, what's it? So we're gonna make an egg topery tree that can go outside, or you can put it inside, or whatever. I'm choosing, hopefully, that they want to put it outside, you know, just as a little decoration thing. I'm just taking the price off. These I got, these little buckets. You can get whatever you want. You can use flower pots if you want to, like a candlestick thing. If you want to put it on another styrofoam round piece that you can spray paint the other round piece or something. You could do whatever you want with these. My goal is going to be in here like this. I do have, I always say, remember how I always say we save stuff. So like over the years, you know, you get things in your flower pots, you know, somebody gives you flowers or something and all the little rocks and stuff. So I'm going to put it in a bag and this will weight it down. Now I can put as much as I want in here and I can have this sit up a little bit higher as well. I hope my daughter figures out that I'm on a live and I can't talk to her. Funny, because I can't message her or anything because she's not set up. But that's kids for you. That's kids. I don't know if this will go. I think she'll probably want to come over here today, and I can't do anything with it with her. So Catherine, if you're watching or pop on the live, you can come on over, or if you want me to watch your child, I think that's what she wants me to do, probably. I hope I did that right. Anyway, so let's get playing. Hey Barbara, how are you? So now you can do this, you can make these in different ways. Now this is styrofoam. They come in different sizes. So depending how big you want to get it, if you want to put it like on your, you know, dining room thing behind you, buffet or something, or on the table, you can get them in smaller sizes, little ones, and etc., etc. I wanted these to be a little bit taller because the idea was to set it outside and they could do a little display. You can also make this out of, oh my God, poster board. and you just form it to make the shape if you want to, you know, do something less than just seal it up. Those I would suggest to keep inside. And again, you can get the round styrofoam discs that look like a little white cake, and you can use that to put into the bottom of it to give it some sort of stability on the bottom. But I'm choosing these. And where was I going to go? Oh, I just thought of something and I can't find it off the top of my head. But anyway, now we're going to use this. I bought a whole bunch of these eggs. I'll move that out of the way. Michael's had them. They're originally $5 each. They had, I want to say they were doing 30% off. Good morning, Shirley. How are you? Hey, Diana. And I just kind of mixed. You can see some are really bright in colors and some are dull. Now, in the, not dull, but softer. But within the bag comes 2 different size eggs. So you get, you know, bigger eggs and smaller eggs. So we're not going to put them all the same way. We're going to reverse them going up and down. And I do have some left over from a garland that I took that if I need to, you know, I can maybe use some of these if I want to. We can also decorate it. I bought some of this garland. I'm not sure if this was on sale or not. I don't remember. It was at Michael's. And, you know, you can take it and you can drape it going around, you know, this if you want to. Or I also have pins. These are called T-pins. You can get the ones that look like U's, and we can stick like little ribbon tails or something around it if we want to go that route. So there's so many ways we can go. Oh, I keep putting it over there. This is going to be in my face all day. So I'm going to put all this stuff over there. The moss, I did buy more moss. I have some in my bucket here. There's different types of moss. There's some that you can peel back and then you can kind of stick it on. I would use extra glue. I chose not to do that because the sheets were kind of small and it was more expensive. So this is the loose moss. And I debated about putting it on before or putting it on after. And I'm choosing after because then it would be more, the eggs would stick more to the styrofoam because I was afraid on the moss if it's stuck on that, you know, how the moss may not stick as good, you know, with the egg like. So I really wanted the egg to adhere to this, and then I'm going to fill it in with the moss. So let's get playing. I have my hot pot going, I have my glue gun going, and I have my happy fingers. So, and like I said, you may hear the front door, you may hear the dog. There's my New Yorker coming out barking. Hey, Janet, what are you doing up? Are you at work? Supposed to be at work. So we're just going to take these. Now, this is 4 bags. I do have more, like I said, because I don't know how many this is going to take. I kind of grabbed all the darker ones that they had. And it's just like a random thing. Now, because we're going to, this type of pot sits down a little bit in here. So what we'll do first is kind of measure out how much weight. And the weight is just in there. And let me go get a baggie, which I forgot. Okay, I got 2. And we'll put it in so we can kind of see, we'll mark off on the topiary how much, you know, where we need it to sit. And then in the bottom in here, you can use that if you want to use moss in there, or if you want to use the plastic grass. Don't use the paper grass like you get, like, you know, you put in gift bags, because that's just not gonna, that's not gonna look, you know, if you put it outside because it's made out of paper, it's probably just going to get wet and yucky. So either the plastic grass or the moss. Now, because this is a bucket and this is going to sit a little bit, I'm going to make sure when I put this in that I have it kind of sealed a little bit more around it. You can do, you know, and that, again, depends what you're going to use it in. That was a good bag, too. So let's see how this is going to weigh in here. Good morning. 6:30 a.m. in Los Angeles. See, I got you up, Miss Eva. Good morning, Linda. This is a rise and shine. Facebook was being a dingy-ding yesterday. And so, like, nobody could go live. So I know everybody's going to try to go live tonight. So I figured, let's do this today. I got the workers here. And I wanted to really do this. So I don't know how long this is going to take, but we're going to have fun. So again, this is just in there to weigh down the bucket somewhat. So if you want it to go higher, you can. You can use sand if you want to. Up to you. But I'm just going to have this in here. Now, you remember what I was saying? We save all our little posts. Now, if you don't want to do this, like I have two big planters on my front stoop that have dirt in it. So I can take these, and I'm sorry for the rattling. And is this one thicker? They're about the same. Yeah, they're about the same. And you in the trash. You can take one of these and stick it in here, and then you can use it and stick it right in the dirt if you want to do it that way. And again, you can use the moss going around on the dirt there, and then as the weather gets, you know, good and you want to change it out, you can just throw the moss away. So two options, you know, for you. But right now, we're going to decorate. Morning from Vegas, Missy. Hey, if you guys want alerts from me, just type the word alert down below, and you'll get a message in your messenger from me saying when we're going to be going live. Well, get a hit in there. Once you get the message, go ahead and type the word alert in there as well. If you want to get notifications, just tap up the 3 anywhere on the screen, and the 3 little buttons pop up there. You want to go ahead and make sure your little bell is not having a slash through it, and you want to get and hit the one that says notifications. Okay. So yay, Eva! Yay! Ooh. Let me see how you say this, Miss Whiten. LRA. I hope I said that right. All right, so let's get gluing. I'm going to put my happy fingers on. I call them happy fingers because my fingers are happy when they're not going to get burned. These are silicone little gizmos. You can get these. I got them at Walmart. But they have them all over. So I know one of these is going to go on the front porch of one of the houses. Let me get another bag. Oh, did I not turn off my volume? Oh, I did not. My bad. Sorry. Now I have a little bit more of this one. Let's see. Gotta get all the air out. Look at that thing's in my face. Oh, yay. I'm glad I said it right. I'm horrible with names. I always tell everybody, hey, I apologize. I'm just horrible. Oh, this one makes it sit higher. I could still stick the stick through here. Oh, I like this one better because I want it up higher so that I don't have to put as much grass and I'm not losing as much. So in doing that, I'm going to take a pencil and just kind of make a line a little bit. And I kind of can fit it out. So I know I'm not going to put anything really below that line as far as eggs go. And it's just, and I'm using a pencil rather than the pen so you don't see it as much. Alright. And I got more gizmos down here of rocks and sand. So like I said, save that stuff because, you know, you get to use it on projects like this. Hey, Stacy. Alright, so let's go. Let's get some eggs going. And I wasn't sure if I was going to use the glue pot or the glue gun, so we're going to try the glue pot and see how this goes. And let's just have some fun. Oops. My glue pot turn on? Oh, I need a little bit more gooey. So right now, we'll use the glue gun until it gets a little bit more. And then we'll just start. And you can angle these. You can do whatever. They don't have to be straight up and down. And just hold it there for a few seconds. And then just take another one. And like I said, you can go up and down. You can leave spaces or whatever. So we're just going to have fun. Hey, Loretta, how are you? This is early morning crafting day. I'm just going to start these ones and I'm just going to go crazy sidewards. And I'm just picking out eggs. Whoops, stay. Now you can leave little gaps in between because we're going to put the grass in between, so it doesn't matter. I hate glue strings. Hey, Michelle. How are you? Yes, alerts. Tell your friends to come in. I usually do wreaths, but that's why I'm known as NuttyKrafts. Crafts. We do crafts too. And this was something I've had on my mind to do, and I thought today's a good day to do it. Why not? But I'm sorry if you hear drilling going on, and that's because I do have workers working upstairs. We're redoing our master bedroom, so you'll hear drills or sanders, whatever they're doing up there. Ow! See, that wasn't a happy finger there. Whoops. Just stick wherever. We'll put another egg in there somewhere. Oh, goodness. So last couple of days, it has not rained here. See, not a happy finger. Came off with this finger, actually. Which is so happy about. Because the rain. Oy, 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 oy. See if my glue pot is getting there. Nope, not quite there yet. You can see I got a big glob. Needs to be a little bit. It's getting there. What's underneath is good. Just the top isn't. Oh, look it. We got a runaway. Y'all didn't tell me he was running away. There we go. So this takes a little patience to do. But we have all the patience we want. Yes, I just saw that runaway. That's okay. I got him back. He's back with the herd. Oh, can't put you next to that one. Can't do an orange. How about a yellow? Sure, why not a yellow, right? Now I'm putting a lot of glue on this. Maybe it's too much. Can you guys hear that drilling? Hey, it makes it more exciting, doesn't it? Can't have music, but you can have drilling during NonnasNuttykrafts lives. I wish I had a little hair dryer I could do, but that would be even more noise, wouldn't it? So again, you can do these on round ones. You can get tiny little eggs or tiny colorful balls and do them, you know, if they're like pearl, like the little balls and stuff, you can do that. Hey, Judy. So again, spacing, it doesn't matter. See if anybody's going to run away. You're going to escape to Alcatraz. Escape to Alcatraz, you guys. And I'll get you right back. And I'm just putting them on the angles as well. So this is creative. There's no right or wrong to it. I just wanted to get the base going around. And then we're going to go crazy. We're just going to stick them wherever. But again, I don't know how many eggs, and depending on your spacing and how you do it, it's all going to depend. Make sure nobody's running away. This is where you can hyperventilate. All right. Oh, we haven't used purple yet. Purple works. And if you find on the egg, now you can use plastic eggs if you want to on these. It doesn't have to, I don't know what these are made out of. I don't know, I'm sure it's some sort of plastic or something inside. Not a resin, but they're soft because you can push on it a little bit. You can use real like plastic eggs, like Easter eggs, if you want to. I mean, whatever eggs you want. And just have fun with it. Hey, Tina, you didn't miss much. We got the eggs going. We're making an egg topery tree today. Oh, glue string. I thought I was going wacko with my eyes there for a minute. So like I said, you can use the styrofoam, different sizes. You can do small ones, and if you do like on your buffet, which I can't, you can do small ones, and then, you know, the ones get the big styrofoam balls, get a wooden dowel, and you can stick it like in flower pots. Or if you have, thanks Tina, and if you have extra like vases around the house, be creative with them. Like, you guys can't see behind me. Let's see, maybe you can if I move. This is Heather. So I have these hurricane lanterns here, and in the bottom I change out the little beads in them, and then sometimes I'll have it come up in here, and like Halloween you can use like candy if you want to use real candy or plastic candy. I usually have red and white throughout the year down here, and in the fall I'll put orange and white, like glass stone, orange, yellow, like glass stones in there for the fall. It's kind of hard for me to reach back and get it, that's why. But you can do something like that. If you have baskets, put these. And if you're going to keep it on your dining room table, you don't need to stick a sticker or anything in the bottom. All right, so we got that guy going. I don't know if he's moving or not. Kind of looks like he is, but then he isn't. So let's pick another color. We haven't used this color yet. So let's see if my glue is ready. Oh, yay. The reason why I want a glue pot, use the glue pot is just to make it easier. Maybe it will be easier. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. So this can be tedious to do, but it'll work. Hey Dawn, hey woman, how are you? And like I said, if y'all want alerts to know when I go live, because we do crazy stuff, just type the word alert down below, and you should get a message saying, hey. Oh, look, it's coming. See, maybe you could see it better this way. There we go. All right, pick another color. And there's no, like I said, rhyme or even upside down, backwards. You can put them all the same way if you want to, you know, like more speckles facing on the outside kind of thing. You can do it that way. Or if you find sometimes, oh, thank God, yeah, that was on my nail. I hate glue strings. You know, they're not perfect. So you might find a little imperfection on one or something. Like this had, oh, I got that off. This one has a little dent in here, so I'll make sure that that one faces inside, needless to say. Good morning, Cindy. Dawn, you won't get one. Once you've already applied to be alert, you won't get another one. Hey, Missy, yay. Did fit, because I put, wait a minute. So, Dawn, did you not get a broadcast for my broadcast? Is that what you're saying? I put out a broadcast alert saying I was going out live at 9:30. Oh yeah, I know. Facebook is Facebook. There were a lot of people that were going to do lives yesterday and everything got kaputted. And then it wasn't until late last night where people were able to start to get on. Facebook, I don't know what the story is. I'm hearing, I haven't watched the news, but that they got hacked or whatever. I don't follow all that stuff per se, but so none of us could do our live videos yesterday. So we were like, it was kind of a boring night for everybody else too, because they couldn't have fun with us. I got the eggs at Michael's, and they come in little bags like this, and there are different sizes in there. So you get some, you know, bigger ones, and you get some smaller ones. It comes 14 per bag. So this is what I have open in my basket here are 4 bags, because I wasn't sure. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more bags down here. And I think I wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure how many bags I'd be using. So I'm just kind of going around. I wanted to get the bottom going down here first. And then going the rest. It's just random. That's all it is. It's just random. Putting them on however you want. But I just kind of wanted a sort of straight line on the bottom. If you didn't get my mini chat, Dawn, then maybe my broadcast, even though it said it went out on my end, maybe it's still not working. Oh well. I can't change that, my girl. Look at this one. It's like really dented, so I'll make sure that definitely goes on the inside. Why are my things stinging? I shouldn't have anything. Shouldn't have any ding-a-lings. Ooh, not the same colors. Ow, touch the pot. Oh, you just got it. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm glad you got it. That means it's working. It may be a delay with everybody trying to send out things now because everybody may want to be doing lives. And it may just take a while. You know, I'm not the only person that uses it too. Oh, good, Carla. Yeah, I did it. I think it will. Well, I did it about 8:45. I think I sent it out. So it may take a while. But I'm glad, as long as you guys are getting it, you know I'm here anyway. Good idea if I put the glue side down. Alright, so this is going to take care of the bottom. And now we're just going to go whatever. Yes, Dawn. I don't know if I still didn't do it right. Okay, so everybody, what we have is what on Facebook has what we call mini chat. Why is my thing still coming up? It's on mute. I don't know. Hey, Christy. And it's a way for us to send you guys notifications. We call them broadcasts out to let you know when we're going live. We can also do it through Facebook. Look, that's not even, but it doesn't matter because this is a crazy thing. We're just going to have fun. We need some bright colors on this side. So now we'll just start doing the next level. Let's see if there's any imperfections on this one. Nope. And you can add small ones, a big one. So anyway, that's just one way of getting things to go through. I hear everything dinging now. I don't know why since my phone is on mute, but I see all the messages are going through to you guys. Hey, Christy, come on in, say hello. Don't run away. Don't run away. Oh, we didn't use the white one yet. Can't leave the white eggs out. Can't leave the pink eggs out. Can't leave any colored of the eggs out. Gotta get them all in there. Let's turn them this way because I've been turning them all the one way. These aren't actually plastic eggs. Let me see if the tag says what they're made out of. Just says decorative eggs. You can use plastic ones. Just watch your glue temperature. It's not styrofoam. I don't know, but you could stick a stick through it. So I don't know, and they're a little just a little bit squishy, you know, if I press hard enough. So I don't know. Maybe it's made of like paper mache or something on it. Can you guys hear those dings? Oh, why am I doing the glue gun? Who knows why? Alright, so we're just going around. We're just going to the next level. Now I can start adding in, because I got all these like medium-sized ones, so I'm going to start sticking some in there. And those are good, like, you know, like if you have extra holes in here or something. And that's why I said this was a garland thing I bought from them. And this was 72 inches at one time, and I used a bunch of them. So you can buy the eggs like this as well. if you want to. Or just a bag of eggs from whatever. You know, plastic eggs, these, I don't know what they're made out of. I mean, they're not going to break. Put some little ones in here. Well, I was thinking maybe little ones more up here, you think? What should I do? Maybe some little ones start in that row. Okay. Oh, such decisions in my life. Ugh. Probably didn't want to do it. I'll stick this one here. And this is styrofoam. You can get them in different heights. Or you can make it out of poster board. If you know, which is even cheaper, and you just cut it to be a cone size. And then for the bottom of it, you can get, it looks, you know, white styrofoam, oh, what is that, about 1.5 inches. It looks like a cake, white cake I call it. I was looking for mine. I know I have two somewhere, and I don't know where they are. And you can use those to stick in there too, on the bottom of it. Oh, maybe they're down here. Hold on, let me check. No, it's not in there. You can do this with Christmas balls, if you want to do that. So this is just have fun. Whatever you want. Want to do dog bone tree? Do dog bone tree. That would be kind of cool to give to your vet. And the spacing on these is, again, no right or wrong. Be a lot of glue strings though. A lot of glue strings. I don't like the way that one went. And a lot of glue. And put them as close as you want. Space it as much as you want. Because again, we'll be using the moss to fill it in. Or you can use the green plastic grass like you get in Easter baskets. It's just a choice. You could, very good, Janet. You could take toothpicks if you want to, and you could do this. I'll show you. And this may help it stick more. And actually, that's a very good idea, and I think I'm going to snap that idea, Miss Janet, because this will make it go faster, actually. Thank you. See, we work together. So you can take a toothpick, and because these are very soft, so to speak, dab it in your glue, find the side you want to do it in, and just stick it, and then put glue on that end. Oh, good Lord, this would be so much easier. Voila! Janet, you're a lifesaver. We would have been here at Christmas doing this. Let me take my happy fingers off. I might not need them. Look how much faster that's going to go than sitting here holding it. Didn't think about that. I thought about the stick in the bottom of it, but not on the side. Good idea, my friend. Good idea. Oh my gosh. You're a lifesaver today. Although you're always a lifesaver being a nurse. See, like that doesn't have a lot of freckles on it. But I'm still using the glue, needless to say. Oh, hallelujah. Thought I might have to clip them. Maybe as I get it up closer, I might. So this doesn't have a lot of big ones because I think I've been using all the big ones on there. Oh, it's okay if it broke. Because we still have enough to stick it in. Janet, see? You're not supposed to be at work. You're supposed to be here helping. Oh, look at that. How much easier, girls. Oh, 2 pink ones. And see, I left a bigger space in there, and that's okay. That's okay. So share and like the video, your friends. Your friends. That was good in English. Share and like the video, my friends. Here. More we have, the merrier it is. Follow the page. Trying to get to 2,500 followers. I'm really close to 2,000 right now. Because at 2,500, we're going to do a giveaway. Dun, dun, dun. And who knows what that's going to be. That will be a surprise. Oh, gosh, I love this clothespin thing. Not clothespin thing. Toothpicks. So, where's my scissors? I need some more bigger ones to come out. So, and this is how they just come just like this in a little thing. And I'm saving these little bags and I'm giving them to my granddaughter's preschool. Because I don't know if they can use them. And that's what I've been doing with all my little extra pieces, you know, from the ribbon spools or toilet paper or paper towel holders. And I just give it to them because, you know, bringing them preschool, there's 4 classrooms, but, you know, they do classes, you know, 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 5 days a week. So I'm sure they could use, you know, little things to make something with. All right, so this is bag number 5. Oh, so much like this. Hi, Linda. How are you? Thank you for sharing. Yes, yes, yes. Something different than a wreath. We got to do things different. Oh, I should probably have my happy fingers on. Just in case. Sticking that toothpick in with hot glue, not too fun. Dun, dun, dun. Let me put 2 happy fingers on. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you, my dear? Look, I'm going to hold the egg in the wrong hand, then I need to have happy fingers on. Go figure. The workers are probably coming down the stairs going, that lady's weird. She's talking to herself. There we go. Topiary tree, topiary tree. They don't know I'm doing a live. Who cares? Like, you know, you get to the point in life, you're like, whatever. Doesn't matter what people think or say. About having fun in life. And you know, as a kid growing up, you know, you always like trying to be in the group. And I was never one of those kids like that. I did my own thing. I was friends with whoever I wanted to be friends. I didn't care if they were popular or not. And I just enjoyed life. Oh, yay. Probably gonna use all my big eggs and then have all these little eggs. But that would probably suit it right, right? Maybe she'll sort of throw some big eggs wherever. I'm one of these symmetrical people. It has to be like... But that's okay. Oops. Get in there. I mean, I could make them all the same size eggs. But I do have a little one in there. Like 3 more big ones. 4 more big ones. That might be about right on this side. I hope so. I have never made one of these. And this is a first. And I thought it would be something different than doing a wreath. But it's something simple that anybody can do. It's not to say it can cost you. I mean, supplies are one thing. Anything you're going to make supply-wise, it's going to cost you. But it's all about having fun. And this is something that's going to last a long time too. Now, if you put it outside, it may not last as long. You know, depending if you have a porch or not. I recommend definitely a porch or something. I don't have a porch, so mine is going to be out in the elements. But like I said, I'm making this for one of my granddaughters. Thanks, Jacqueline. And then I'm hoping the other one, my other granddaughter, because she'll be here tomorrow, that maybe she wants to make one and take it home, you know, for her house. And stick it on her front porch. That's the goal, ladies. That's the goal. And sticking some little babes in there. Get the babies going. And these, you know, I'm just sticking in so far, so most of it's going in there, which is fine. But as long as I have some glue on it, you know, to hold it in. Oh. Why am I putting the happy fingers on the wrong fingers? So, is everybody getting nice weather where they are? And again, I apologize if you're hearing all the tools upstairs, but oh, that one's totally not going to be usable. Just thought we'd do something during the day. Ooh. But it will be fun. Fun for everyone. Use that on the little one. Rain. I don't know if it's gonna. It hasn't rained, and I'm like, thank the Lord. Like I said, for the last couple of days, it hasn't rained, and I was like, thank you, because you know I'm living in Noah's Ark village here, you know, with all the water and you know mud and junk, and I'm just like, I'm done with that. I need some, you know, nice weather. And it's nice enough where we can go take the dog for a walk. You know, although I'm the type that, you know, still wears the snow hat, and you know I have gloves. All my coats, my winter coats, have gloves in their pockets. So because I never know when I'm out if I start getting cold, and I'm like, I want my gloves. And so I always have a pair in my pocket. My husband always makes fun of me because he goes, "Oh, you got your gloves?" So yep, they're right here. And he'll be out there with no jacket on. And I'm the one with the hat, the jacket, and the gloves. And I'm like, dude, I said, I'm in house all day. And I said, I go to get outside, and to me, it's cold. So, I got more toothpicks here, too. It's coming out kind of cute. Cutie patootie. I should put my happy fingers on my other hand. I think I'm going to have to switch them. Well, rain is better than snow, but it would be nice to have it just a little sunshine, huh? Let's try it that way. This way I won't get maybe only one finger burned. Oops, that one has a little funky thing there. And again, just turn these whatever way you want. Put them as close as you want. Put them as far apart because we're going to put the grass in. I know, isn't that weird? Ugh. You know, I don't think we can ever be happy. It's either too hot, it's too cold, it's too rainy, it's too snowy, it's too muddy, you know. And it's just like, ooh, I like when it's about 70-something degrees here in Virginia. And it'll be like 70-something degrees, like mid-70s. And it's like perfect. Because it won't be too hot and, you know, or too cold. It's just like just right. And that's the kind of weather I like. You know, I hate it when it gets up to like, you know, in the summertime it's like 80 degrees, you walk outside and you're like, oh, you have like heat stroke, you know, because, and I'm like, no, not going out. Oops. It ain't gonna work. Kind of thing. And come here, glue. And although you want to go out and get a tan, see, happy fingers work. You can't because it's just way too hot. Here we go. I know. Don't. I love spring because all the flowers start coming out. You know, we'll go out, we'll weed and, you know, clean up the yard and stuff like that. And, which is always, you know, so pretty to do. And then summer comes and it kills everything because it's too hot. Although last year it rained like crazy here. But spring, I like spring. I just wish it could be spring all the time. But it doesn't necessarily work that way in life. You know? Me too. I know. I know. Hey, Pearl, how are you? Come on in. We're making a topiary tree. This is just a fun thing. Something different than making a wreath today. And we'll get all the glue strings off. All the glue strings go right back into the pot, y'all. Glue can be expensive too. And it's better, of course, to buy it in bulk, needless to say, because it's not like it's going to go bad. You know? Just saying. Just saying. Just saying, y'all. Oh, get in there. Get in there. There we go. It's nice to have some people during the day. Come on. Because I know people work night shifts too. And then a lot of people go on at night, you know. And then, you know, I said, let's go on during the day. You may be having lunch. Or you may have a break and you can come on and say hi. If you're working, me, this is my work. And I love it. I love what I do. It's just fun. Now these are even smaller eggs, so if I wanted to fill in some holes down here, I can even use those. Oh goodness, this one's an old one. It must be a rotten egg. Rotten egg. Warm here, turning cold this weekend. You know, it's like we had this past weekend, it was like, you know, 30s and 40s last week. And then it went up on Sunday, it was 60. And it's just like, good Lord. And then it goes back down to the 30s and 40s. And you're going, can you make up your mind, Mother Nature, what you want to do? You know, be nice. Just get, you know, things rolling here, girlfriend. We need a pink one. We need a pink one. Mississippi in the house. Hey, Britt, how are you? Good morning, Regina. Hey, Sheila. Is it Sheila? Yes. I had to get a little close to see. We're making a topiary tree. Just having some fun today. Doing a little something different than wreaths. Thanks, Britt. I got the eggs and the styrofoam. I bought them both at Michael's. But, you know, you could probably find them at Joann's and Hobby Lobby as well. And like I said, you can make this out of, the styrofoam comes in different heights. This is the biggest one I can find. Because we're going to use these buckets. And this is going to be in the bucket. Yeah, here we go. And we're going to take this. These are from like other flowers, you know, when you're doing flower arrangements and you have the stems, we take it and we're going to stick this in here to stick through here to help hold it. And then we're going to put moss all around it. Now you can do this, put the stick if you have outdoor planters already. You could use a, whatchamacallit, flower pots, some sort of vase thing. It's really up to you what you want to use to put it in. 70s. All right, Britt, just rub it in. Just rub it in. Yeah, topiary trees have been around for a while. Like, you can make them with ribbons. Like I said, you could do it with Christmas balls on it. You can do, if you find, like, instead of eggs, round balls, like whether the Christmas balls or not, smaller ones, you could do a whole tree like that. So it's just really whatever you want to do. You could do it, cover it all in moss, and then you could put flowers on it if you wanted to do something like that. The eggs were originally $5, but they had their Easter stuff at Michael's on sale. I think it was 30% off. I'd have to go look at my receipt, and I just bought them the other day. Oh, and then I used my 40% coupon, like on the styrofoam, and I don't remember how much that was. Oops. Hold on, I'm getting glue on all my little extra pieces I threw in there. I don't remember how much the styrofoam was. I want to say $9.99. I think it was each, but like I said, I used it 40% off. Yeah, it's a cute idea. The eggs came from Walmart, Michael's, and they come in a bag like this, and you get 14 eggs per bag. You can also buy, they have like these long garlands. This used to be 72 inches long, but I used them on something else. So you can go ahead and get the long garland ones too. You can use plastic eggs. It's really your choice. I kind of like these speckled eggs, than just a plain one. You can get eggs that have all kinds of crazy designs and stuff on them. So it just depends, what you want to do. Hey, Miss Carolynne Brown, how are you? How are you, my friend? Oops, clothespin runaway. Clothespin runaway. So like and share, you guys, because it's just a fun thing, something different to do. Oops, oops, oops. It's coming out cute. Ooh, got a lot of pink ones in here. Gotta use up some pink ones, I guess. And I just keep looking for a spot like this doesn't have that much speckles, or if I see a little bit imperfection, I want that side facing, inward. Then I twist them upside down, turn them different ways. And that's all that we're doing. I think the hardest part is going to be putting in the moss. I don't think there's going to be any good way to get that going. It's going to make a mess, I'll tell you that much. That's what's going to... Thanks! It's just something different, Carolynne, to do today. You know how like I do predominantly wreaths all the time, and I just want to do something different. Every now and then, just pick something different to do, to break it up, and whether it's a centerpiece, or whether something like this, something fun to do. And you could do this like with seashells too. I've seen them in seashells. You may not be able to use a toothpick through it, but you could do it in seashells and stick it in, have that up for the summer too. There's a thought for you. Put it in a boathouse or whatever. This is styro. Oh, okay. What is it set on? Oh, this is my little invention. It's not invention. Hold on. Let me stick this baby in and I'll show you. So, oops. Go So this is my mat that I work on. And then what I was trying to find, when these hot pots heat from the bottom. So when I put it on, my mat got really warped. And I didn't think about that. So this is, you know, a piece of wood. It goes to another, I collect Longaberger baskets. Whoops, almost dumped my glue out. And then what I found, I was looking for silicone mats. Because the silicone, you can peel the glue right off. This goes in the microwave. This is, you know, for a microwave. Who knew? So I keep that underneath there. I have a square one for my glue gun that I've had for years, and I don't know what store I got it from, and that's what I was looking for. I was looking in the pot holder section, and that's how I came across the microwave one. I've only had that a couple weeks. This one I've had for years, and I don't know what craft store I got this from. Could have been Michael's or Total Krafts, if they're still in existence. But I haven't been able to find anything, because this was, if I wanted to use both of these, you know, this needs to say this is great for this, but not for this. Then this is a napkin holder. So I can put my glue gun in here. I'll have my mat underneath, so if it leaks, this is in here to hold it, and it rattles. But this is weighted because I needed something, because this little thing with the cord here, it just didn't work, and I don't have one of those battery operated ones, you know, not that fancy. So, and that's what I use. So you can get, you know, 2 of those, and that's all that it is. And it was just something I was like, why didn't I think of that before? Go figure. And it just worked out. It's perfect for what I need it for. And like I said, peels and, you know, the stuff comes right off. Oh, you did find them at the Dollar Tree? The square ones? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know. You know, that's probably one place I didn't look. Some of the, if you're looking for like a pot holder one, they have like the little, it looks like a waffle. And I didn't want that type ones. But, oh, I didn't look at the Dollar Tree. Good to know. See? Everybody go check out your Dollar Tree if you want one. Ooh. And they may have these too. Probably cost me a lot less if they had it than when I paid for it. Now the napkin holder, that was $14.99 at Bed Bath & Beyond. And that was just, I was just walking by and I saw that and I went, oh. And I got, excuse me, the metal one, because the glue doesn't stick to that either. So that, you know, works just as well. But, oh, I never thought to look at the Dollar Tree for those. Woohoo. Good idea. Now, like I said, I did not post this one to sell, because this is one I'm going to keep. Oops. Like I said, I'm going to give it to my one granddaughter. And they can put it outside their, you know, porch and stuff like that. So, I hear the men upstairs. They all talk Spanish. I can speak Spanish a little bit, so I'll pick up every now and then a word that they say. And then I'll get a gist of what they're doing. Ugh. So tomorrow, my other granddaughter and my daughter arrive, and my son-in-law, and they're going to spend the weekend. So I probably will not be doing any lives. This would probably be the last one. Maybe, I don't know if I can do one up tonight. I'm not sure, because my class that I'm usually business class, it got canceled yesterday because of all the Facebook stuff. So may have to, he's going to do his live tonight with it. I'm trying to pick a color that's not there. Oh, Hershey's Kisses. That's a cool thing to do. Oh, yeah. You could do this like with candy and give it to, you know, as long as the candy's wrapped and all, and give it, you know, I say as a gift. They can peel off the candy. Don't use toothpicks, I guess, would be the thing. But that would be a cool idea. Because, you know, you do the gift baskets where you can use skewers, you know, sticking them in a basket and stuff. And give those as gifts with, you know, bunches of candies and stuff in it. There's so many things out there. So many things to do. Thanks, Sheila. Yeah, share and like the post, you guys. If you want to get alerts from me, hit the word, just type the word alert down here. And you should get a message from my little friend in a personal message. And just make sure you respond back with the word alert in there too. Because if you don't, you will not get the messages. Pick a color, pick a color. Any color. Oh, yay, Sheila. Yay, yay, yay. Oh. And if you want to get notifications too on Facebook, because if the bot goes down, just type anywhere on the screen and 3 little white dots will pop up. And just make sure you're following me. There's a little bell, you know, for notifications. You don't want it with the slash through. You want to make sure you're getting that you want to get notifications, because otherwise you won't. So what is this? I have 5 bags in here. So now, Kay, how did you use pins? Did you do the whole topiary just in pins? Because if you did, girlfriend, your fingers must be hurting pushing all those pins in. I used to make, you cut fabric and you would make it like into a triangle, you fold it, and you would make, you take like eggs, styrofoam eggs, and you do it, so it makes it look like a pine cone, ornaments. And I used to do those and give them away as gifts a while back. Sometimes you do things and then you can't do it again because you gave it away as gifts, and now you're going to come up with another idea. And it's like, okay. When I used to work at my work, I would give all the district managers like gifts. And, you know, there's about 10 of them overall. And, oops. That's why Happy Fingers, see? That glue would burnt me to Wazoo land. Hold on, Abe. Get off. See, that would have burned like heck. Glue comes right off. Yay. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha, Kay. So did you put that, you said you used red pin heads. So did you just stick it through like the little tag from the Hershey's Kisses? How did you stick it? That be the question. I don't even know what I was saying before that. See, I spaced out. Space Cadet. Now, like I said, I have this garland here that we can use on this, or not. And I can put ribbons in between here, or not. At the neck of the candy kiss. Okay, got it. Cool. See? Another trick of the trade that I did not know. Oh, I know what I was saying. My daughter, my son-in-law, and my other grandchild are coming. That's what I was saying. And they come tomorrow morning. They'll be here in time for lunch. They live 4 hours away. I call them on the west coast of Virginia. I'm on the east coast. And they're going to be here for the weekend because it's my other granddaughter's 4th birthday. She turns 4 on Saturday, the one I watch, and you've seen some little videos with her with her. And she's having a cross between a Rapunzel, and I know you guys, we posted earlier, I think it was last week, the hair that we my daughter and I are making these long braids. It was like a braid all the way around and down like Rapunzel. And she has one guy coming. I believe it's one little boy because it's her boyfriend. And so we're going to do, and then she wants blue flowers. So in the braid going down, my daughter made with her Cricut blue flowers, you know, with different tones of blue going down. So it's going to be really kind of cute, you know, to see all these kids in it. And the little boy, he has, what do you call it, a Vikings hat. So he'll be wearing that. Okay. Is that the same pinks? No, not quite the same. I might have to open up another bag. I will, because I ran out of eggs. Do I want light eggs or dark eggs? I'm going to open 2 bags because I want to mix them up. And what I mean by light and dark eggs is there's 2 different types of eggs I got. I wanted all of these kind, but they didn't have all these, so I kind of mixed them up with this one. So I'm keeping my tags so that way I know how many bags I've actually used for each one. And again, it's based on how close you put them as well. So if you don't put them as close, you won't use as much eggs. Hey Tracy, how are you? Put them in the basket. And again, I said I was saving these things. One, it was to keep count of how many I used, but my granddaughter's little preschool class, you know, they can, you know, put things in it, whether it's rocks or something for whatever they're doing. So I kind of save all these little things like this for their class. And every week, once I found out that they could, you know, use the stuff, and, you know, it's just like some schools have, you know, they use everything as recyclable stuff and they make pictures and all. And that's kind of like the use of this, you know, kind of stuff for them. I'm doing fine, Tracy. Just hanging out. Oh, so I got to tell you guys what happened yesterday. You know how you do those dumb things? To go to our garage, there's like 2 steps. So you have like a little bit of landing, and then you go down 2 steps before you hit the cement floor. So I went out and I took the step, and I don't know, you know how you do those stupid things, like you think you're at the last step coming down and, you know, you really got it more steps, like kind of thing. And I took a step, and it was like almost my toes went one way, the middle of my foot went another, the ankle went another, the whole leg, it just like a big zigzag. So my knee's been like sore, and although my knee is replaced, you think, oh. Now I'm only going to use the little ones. I'm not going to use the big ones up here, I don't think. I think I'm just going to keep using the little ones. So it kind of like zigzagged my knee, and that kind of hurt. And it was fine as long as I was laying down, you know, no weight on it. But I think I probably, like, I don't want to say the word twisted it or sprained it, like. So even sitting like this, you know, kind of bothers it. But it's okay. I'll suffer. And I think I just tweaked it. So it's just like stupid stuff you do, you know. So I put ice on it last night, and like I said, I was fine as long as I'm not using it, walking on it. It really started bothering me even more so when I took the dog for a walk. Every night after dinner, we take our dog for a walk, and what she does, she'll stand and she'll bark at us because it's like, hey, you got to come too. You know, both of us have to go. And when it was on the walk, my husband said, well, you know, we'll go here too. And I said, you can go. I'm going in the house. I said, my knee was really bothering me. So he's like, okay, I'll get you. How hot? This doesn't tell me a temperature, like it just kind of like a volume button the more you go. So you see how it's kind of gooey, but see how it still like drips off? Hopefully you could see that. Let me see. you want it to be that way. So if you think of, this is how I always put it. When it dries, it looks like a solid piece of ice. And as it heats up from underneath, and you still see that solid, you know, piece of ice on top. You don't want it to be so thick that, you know, it's like mashed potatoes, you know. But you want it to be where it just can kind of, like, this is just dripping, like, kind of off. Does that make sense? If you find it's too not hot enough for you, then turn it up. If it's too hot, then turn it down. You know? But this is how I like it. So this is probably like 3/4 the volume, if you want to call it that, up. If that makes sense. No problem. No problem. Well, that's a big egg. We want little eggs, little baby eggs. Now the glue gun itself, like that one, I can adjust on some of them. You can have low temp glue guns, or you can have a high temp, you know, hotter temp. This one, I can regulate the temperature. There's a button on the side, and it can go up to 360 degrees or 280 degrees Fahrenheit. I always keep it on the hottest, which is probably the stupidest, because I do burn myself, but with my happy little fingers on, I don't, which is a good thing. What color? The light one. So it's up to you. I've tried the low temp glue guns. For me, when working with my reefs and stuff, for me personally, I don't like them. I like something a little bit hotter. But if whatever works for you. So it's getting there. It's looking like an egg tree. Such a small pot. This one came from Amazon. If you go on my business page, there is a big picture of it. I think it was like $16.99. Now, it is your choice what size you want. It's like a little electric skillet. Hot skillet is what it is. There are ones that you can get that are little tiny round ones. It just depends whatever you want to spend or need to use. Do I have the little one here? I did for the longest time. Oh, no. Oh. I don't know where I put it. I had a little tiny one, and I'd gotten it from Michael's, and I ordered it online. But the thing was, when it came, it was so tiny. It was like about this size, even smaller, I think, the inside to put glue. And I was like, no. So, you know, I kind of sent it back. So, hi, Emma. Hi, Alice. How are you? Yeah, you can find them anywhere. I mean, I just posted mine because I got it from Amazon. People were asking on my last live where I got it from. So I posted it on there for them. But you can go around. Walmart has them. You can walk in there, you know, and find them too. So it's just really where you want to, you know, what you want to pay, where you want to find one kind of thing. No right or wrong again. Oops. That broke. That broke. We've got some glue. We'll stick that right with the glue. Now I may have to start cutting these in half as we go it up a little higher here. Just because it's getting a little narrower. A little narrower. Got a lot of pink ones in here. Yeah, and if you get it at Bed Bath & Beyond, use your coupon. Did you use a coupon with that, Regina? You know, those 20% off coupons, or if you got it, if you spend, was it $20, you can use a 50% off one. Not a 50, $5 off. Oh, God. 50. It'd shoot me. It'd shoot me saying, that girl Carolyn said 50% off. We're getting to the top, ladies. This is so exciting. Hello, Connie. How are you? Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, orange. Ooh, bright orange. Oh, oh. Goodness. Goodness, eh? Trying to run away from me. Run away, run away. All right. So, my bedroom. Got the walls up, inside and out. Yesterday they spent the day, I call it taping and spackling or mudding the walls. So of course you have to let that dry. I still have no idea what color he's thinking of painting the room. I think he's, I got all the big ones. Where's all my little ones? Move away. Ooh, white one. I think he's leaning me towards like a gray color, which is what I have in there now. And I was like, I want something different. But the bathroom's going to be like gray. So might as well bring it out into, you know, the bedroom as well. Whoa. That was a little hot. I got that on the other finger. Yes, I am up and running. I gave it a whirl. I said, let's try it. Some people started getting on late last night, so I said, oh, must be working. Must be working. So like and share, you guys. We need to get 20. God, sorry, I can't help you. Ugh. That's the one thing. If you have your volume up and you're using your phone, you can't stop these solicitor people from calling. Okay, now I'm going to stand up since this is getting a little taller. A little taller. Oh, you know when you sit for so long, then you go to stand up, you feel like your legs have been like paralyzed in there, in the chair. Let's see. It's getting there. Now this is when I like, goodness, I'm breaking them. Ugh, go away. Now, before you guys ask, there's no right type of toothpicks to use. These were flat on one side and pointy on the other. The other ones I have are the total rounded ones. I've literally had this thing. I don't know if you could see this. This is when margarine, like, probably first came out. And they used to have it in these little containers like this. So this thing is probably like 37 years old. And that's what I used to put. You used to buy your toothpicks in a box. I don't know if they still sell it that way. Now they sell them like in these things. And it's just kind of crazy. I'm going to have to open up another box, I think. Another bag here. Okay. Yeah, Cindy, we talked about that in the beginning. I thought about it because I have the moss. Oh, you can't see it. I have, you know, some moss in here, loose moss, and I bought, you know, some more moss. And I thought about doing that first and then putting it. But the one thing I thought about in doing that is if you put it on first. Now, you can do it however you want. This is just the way I chose to do it. I wanted the moss to be more three-dimensional too. So, like, okay, let me back up. If you put all the moss on the beginning, it's flat and the eggs stick out like this. And then I was afraid that the glue and the egg on top of the moss might not stick well. But you could see the gaps in here. So with that, I want to fill in the moss. So the moss will be more three-dimensional, if that makes sense, than just being flat on top of it. And then the eggs showing up like this. So, you know, it's almost like this way, when I put the moss in, the eggs are like almost like they're in to the moss. So does that make sense? Yep, Connie, you just gotta try it. That's all you can do. Hey, Kathy. Is it Kathy? Wait. Yes, hi. Yeah. So, again, there's no right or wrong on how to do this. It's just whatever you choose you want to do. If you want to do it the other way and put the moss on first, go for it. If you want to try it, you know, this way, the way I'm doing it, go for it. Yeah, no? It's to each his own. So I am going to have to open up another bag because now I need some babes. I need some babies. Thanks, Dawn. It's getting there. Thank you for blessing me, my friend. Those of you that don't know, if your first time is blessing, is another way of saying I shared your page. A while, Facebook wouldn't let us use the word share or like, and so we came up with other ways. And one of them was to say blessed. So you get in the habit of doing it one way, and it's fine. So just a FYI, in case some new people on here didn't know. Took me a while. I still don't know some things. People write things. I'm like, what the heck do you mean? What do you mean by that word? Tell me. You know. Yeah, Connie, this is just something different to do. Just something different. You know, we always do wreaths, and I like to do crafts as well. I'm standing up. Oh, it feels so good to stand up. I'm trying to keep the picture in. You don't need to see this crazy mug of mine. So, but this is what's important. It's all about the tree. And we're getting to the top. Can you guys hear all that sawing and stuff going on upstairs? I apologize, but yes, these are toothpicks. Now, like I said, the ones I'm using right now. Oh, how do you get this off? Does it come off? These, it doesn't matter what toothpicks. These are old. They're flat on one side and pointy on the other. But I wanted to use those up. And these are the ones that are just like a skewer, you know, which are probably thicker and better. But I had a few of these left, so I wanted to use these up first. I love this, but I hate this little thing when you're trying to get a thing out. Ugh, drives me crazy. But this is to be the first time ever this little thing has been empty without toothpicks. It's my relic. It's my relic. Hi, Anna. How are you? Hey, Janet. I don't mind entertaining. It's something different to do. Yeah, I'm attaching it. In the beginning, I was just using glue for them. And then one of my followers here, Miss Janet, said, hey, why don't you try toothpicks? And I went, oh my God, who thought of that? Good morning, Teresa. Oops, I need an egg. So we're just sticking them in. I'm gluing them into the egg and then gluing it into the tree. And this is a styrofoam tree. Styrofoam, not necessarily a tree. And you can get them at different sizes. At your craft store, Walmart maybe. I don't know. I got this at Michael's. I got all these big ones. Before I wanted big ones. Now I want little ones. Little ones. Whoops. So like and share, you guys. We're just having some fun, doing something different today. It's all about having fun. Gotta make up a song. Fun song. Fun in the sun. Yes, I got sun. I got sun, and you can kind of see the shadow on me. Now I'm going to sit down in a little bit. I think my camera dropped a little bit. Hold on. I don't have the glue pot on me. There, that's a little bit better so you can see the top of the tree. And you're not going to see me still because, sorry for the jiggling on it. Now I could use these little ones up top. But I think I'll just stay with these. Oh, yay! I'm glad she sent you from Tennessee, my friend. We're in Virginia. I'm in Virginia, not we, but I am in Virginia. I'm cutting a little bit of this off, just because we're getting to the top there and it's not as much space to stick a whole toothpick through. Yes, bring more friends. We like to have friends. It's crazy weather and everything we've been having. We need some friends. Oh, look, I'm going to have to open it up more. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Isn't it? It's going to be cute when it's done. This is like, you know, you go to the beauty store, the beauty parlor, the hair salon, and your hair's like in the middle, you know, of it, you know, when it's all like crazy, all over the place. Let's see. Open up another bag. And you know, you were so close to the finished product, and you know how they turn you around and your hair's like, ah. So we're kind of in that phase. But it's getting there. Nebraska weather is a mess right now. Oh, good Lord, girlfriend. This whole world is just a mess with all the weather this year. Between the fires in California, then mudslides, then the snows, and you know, the poor people, and you know, earthquakes and typhoons, and it's tornadoes down in Alabama. I mean, good Lord. The eggs came from Michael's, as well as the styrofoam tree came from Michael's. This is genius. But you can get them anywhere. These are little speckled legs. You can get them. Some eggs have all kinds of fancy little stripes and stuff on them. You can get eggs like that. You can use plastic eggs. It is your choice. I know. That was, you're down, Anna, are you down in Alabama? Yeah, floods. I have lived through every single, well, I haven't lived through, what do you like call those? Oh my gosh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Tsunamis. I haven't lived through one of them. I've lived through from the hurricane, through the eye of the hurricane. I survived all that. Floods as well. Let's see, what colors do I have left that I can use? That they're not going to be next to each other. I need pops of color up top here. Here, being in Virginia, you know, Katrina and Sandy, the hurricanes. Earthquake here. Floods down in Florida and here. Hurricanes. Yeah, I said hurricanes. Tornadoes in Kansas. So I've kind of hit the gamut. Don't want to do that or do that. Let's do purple. I think this might be, let's see how far up we can go. I know. It's just crazy, isn't it? And I've seen more like issues with the weather just this past year alone. And it's just insane. You know, all the disasters and everything that are going on. It's just like, good Lord. And you feel so bad for the people that are in, you know, that are in the middle of it. You know, there's nothing, you know, you can do. You try to help support. Like when Sandy came through, and I'm from New York originally, and I still have, you know, family and friends up there. And I sent to my one friend, and I said, take this to your church, wherever. I said, you know, a bunch of blankets, because they needed blankets big time up there. And so I said, give them to whoever. And I sent her, I think it was, they were $10 each, so I sent like $30, $300 worth of blankets up there. Tell again where the eggs are made out. You know, it doesn't say what it's actually made out of, but they're soft. I mean, they're hard. They're not going to break, you know. But they can indent. So the packaging didn't say anything on it. Oh, let me look on the little tag and see. Hold on. I didn't think about that. Let me see if it says anything on here. New material only. What does this say? Oh, polystyrene foam. So I guess it's made out of some sort of foam. Good morning, Tamara. How are you, my friend? It's getting closer to Wreath Makers Live. We're just playing here making a topiary tree out of eggs today. And this glue is coming right off the eggs on the outside, the string, so you don't have to worry if you get some glue on them. So did we get them all up at the top? I don't know, I feel one right there. It's going to have to be an orange one. No problem. Ask any questions you guys want. I'll answer the best I can. Oh, are you, Regina? Yay! This will be my first one going. I mean, this is only the second one they've had. But, good. Now, we can put a bow on here to cascade down. Like I said, we have these beads. I bought these beads. It's a garland that we can stripe around. We could do whatever we want with this. And I used all my little, but see, I can't throw this away because this is from when I was like growing up as a kid. No, not really that old, but pretty much close. Oh, I have one egg left. I could stick it on top. All right, wow. Okay. Phase 2. Oh, maybe a little one right on top. But I don't know if I want to put a bow up there yet. I haven't decided. All right, phase 2. Moss Land. Here comes the fun stuff. Yeah, it's just, this is how it started, Tamara. I have a styrofoam. I have eggs. I was gluing the eggs at first. And then somebody came up, why not use toothpicks? I went, so it made it a lot faster. And you just kind of go around. You put them upside down, random on angles. That's all that it is. As far as getting the eggs on. The glue, ooh, that would have been disastrous. That's why I turned it off to the side. Ugh. Good Lord, almost had glue in the face. It's just regular hot glue. Now, I happened to find at Home Depot, they had this glue. It was $19.97 from Home Depot, and I get 90 sticks, and they're the long ones, because I was tired of going to the craft stores and you buy a bag of, I don't know, 10 in there. And I mean, you can find them anywhere. Not anywhere, but check like Home Depot and Lowe's. But I got this for $19.97 from Home Depot, and I just keep them underneath here. I don't know if I needed it yet. I could have one out. I always like when I start getting low. Now you can kind of dip it in there so it kind of sticks to your other one that's down it. down in there, but sometimes to me that doesn't really work. Alright, so now here comes the messy part. This is, now I keep mine in here. This is my moss. If I can get it open. This is like a lockbox. Oh my gosh. This is like, what? What is going on? Oh my gosh. I need Houdini. Good Lord. It was like, what was that? That was difficult. Now I keep my moss in here because if the box ever falls and it opens, not that I think it will, I didn't want it all over the place. Now, unfortunately, I have two different kinds of moss. So we're going to mix these together because one's a little bit more greener. So here's all the rattling that everybody hates to hear. Hey, Sally. I am early today. With Facebook being so weird yesterday, I said, well, let me see about going on during the day instead of night. Alright, we're just going to have to cut this because they have it like taped in there. So again, sorry for the rattling. I know how annoying that sounds on the lives to you guys. It's annoying to me too, trust me. It's like a double fold in here. So I'm going to mix these two together. Guess I'm going to be sweeping a lot. Good morning. Can you please tell me the box of glue sticks closer to the camera so I can see? Sure. Give me 1 second. You could use Easter egg grass in here if you want. Oh, this has a little pine cone. I was wondering what that was. You can use, I wouldn't use the paper type, you know, stuff like you would put in a, you know, gift wrap, like the crinkled up paper kind of stuff, filling. But yeah, you can use whatever. I'm choosing to use moss. This is going to go outside. So it doesn't really matter, you know, for the moss or the, you know, the Easter egg plasticky grass stuff. Yeah, nobody could get on. So this is the glue sticks. Like I said, this was $19.99 and it comes with a box of 90. What was it? Yeah, 90. And these are 1/2 inch long. They're 10-inch long sticks though. Can you see? Do I need to come closer? The box is heavy, y'all. Well, I use this glue too, Sally. So what I do with this, like when I have to fill up my pot, you can screenshot, you know, too, if that helps. Just swipe the comments away and you can screenshot it. I take these, like for instance, to fill up my pot, and I'll just go ahead and just cut these, you know, in half, and I just stick them in my pot, and then they melt. So I use it both for the glue gun and my pot. Now I had some little tiny ones too. I think I used them all that I had left over from, yeah, I think I used them all from a smaller glue gun I had. And I went ahead and I, you know, just threw all them in there since I got this gun. Wait, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're doing a beautiful job building a deck that's Easter tree. Oh, thank you. Regina Sneed, where? I got them at Home Depot. If you're talking about the glue stick. Sally, did you get the same skillet I got? You could, Charlotte, you could do it however you want. The only reason why I put the glue in there is just to give it some extra stability in there, if that makes sense. Just to make sure it stays in there, and that it doesn't fall off. But if you don't want to use glue, you don't have to use glue. Oops, there's a stick in there. Oh, Lord. All right, so let's see how that goes. Okay. The one, yeah, because I like I said, you can get the skillets anywhere. Everybody was asking me on my live the other night, so I posted it on my link. I took a snapshot of the one I had purchased from Amazon, and I posted it on my site, so you can go there and look if you'd like, if you want to use that one. All right, so now it's time for this. I think I'll probably use the glue gun, because if I try to stick it in here, it's going to make a mess. There'll be more grass in my glue pot than in my grass. So let's see, the best way to do this, I think, is lay it down, put some glue in here, and stick the grass, and use my happy finger. You're welcome, Scarlett. Oh, you know what? Let me get a couple more glue sticks out, because I have a feeling I might need some more. All right, I'm gonna back the camera up a little bit so that you guys can see better. Let me move my computer so I can walk by here, because you are close to me. So that way you can see the table better. Sorry for the jiggling. Sorry. So I'm just going to take this. Use your happy fingers. Or if you don't have these are, you can get these at Craft Outlet. Walmart has them. And Walmart only has it where it's like 3 little fingers. But when you're sticking hot glue in here, this is better than burning your fingers. And you can take as much as you want, stick as much as you want in here. And how thick you want it to be, that's all your choice. There we go. Stick a happy finger here. Oh. There we go. This is Facebook for you. I can't do anything about the freezing, y'all. If it does it, it does it. Bummer. Alright, so I'm going to put this in. You can make this as thick as you want in here. Again, your choice. I'm just going to take little bits of it at a time. And stick a lot of glue. And then just poke it down in there. Now, see, I still have a big hole in there, so I want to make sure that this is coming through. Stick, you know, so it's more up here, not just flat in there. So just take more. So it's going to be like this. Oh, you got these from Hobby Lobby? Back on. Yay, Sally. Yeah, I got interrupted. I had to go all the way out and come back too, y'all. So, I'm in the same boat as you guys. And I'm just kind of letting the glue drip wherever it wants to go and then just sticking it in. So, see, it's going to kind of look like that. Now you guys get to see my iPad. Let me move that way out of the way for you. So see, it's coming. It's a, you know, kind of a tedious little project. But like I said, I'm not doing anything today because I'm stuck at my house. So I said, well, let's work on this. I'm actually working on 2 projects. This is one, but I'm doing one of those letters like a person's initial, and it's going to have the ribbon hanging from it. So that's over in my kitchen drying. And I know this is was going to take a little bit of time. So I figured, hey, I might as well do this while that's drying. Let's have some fun. And if it doesn't go all the way down, that's okay. Because, you know, because these were a little tight, the eggs here. But that's okay. Just put it in there any other way you can. Now you can use, I have a skewer. So if I can't get in there, I can use the skewer to poke things in there. Or whatever you want to use to poke it in, it's your choice. Thanks, Nancy. Yeah, I think it's just something different, Sally, instead of doing, like I said, the reefs, you know. And this you can put outside. See, my finger doesn't fit in there. Or you could put it on a buffet. I want to make sure it's touching the glue. There we go. And see, it looks like the eggs are kind of just, you know, nestled in the grass there. Thanks, Scarlett. You're back, Diana. This is a long project. Probably, I don't think there's any other way to make this go faster. To be honest. I'm going to be sticking all over me too. So we'll see how far we get on this. And what I may do is stop the video and then come back with part 2 after I finish putting all the grass in for you guys. And then show you what we'll do to make it even more beautiful. Because this is going to be tedious doing. And I don't think you want to watch me for the next, you know, 3 hours sticking in grass. It'd be kind of boring. So why don't we do that? Why don't I come back with part 2? I'll have all the grass done, and then we can go from there with putting how we're going to decorate it, with whether we use ribbons or the garland, the little garland beads that I got, or we could use whatever. All right. Thank you, Sally, for sharing. Thank you, Regina. So I'm going to come back with part 2, so you guys aren't sitting here watching me, and I'll review everything in part 2 after I get all the moss in. But that's kind of what it's looking like. But this may take me a lot more, like I said, than you guys want to be on here for. All right? So part 2 will be coming. So I'll send out a broadcast and all for that, all right? But it will be today, you know, today or tonight. How quickly I can work. All right. So y'all, thank you from Carolynne. That's me coming to NonnasNuttykrafts, and stay tuned for. Yeah, I'm either thinking of a bow, and you can do a cascading bow coming down, or you know, take the garland, Diana, and wrap it around. I haven't decided, or make little tails and stick them throughout it. So there's tons of options. I haven't gotten that far as to decide what I want to do yet, but I may leave that up to a vote with you guys and show you these are the ideas, and you guys can vote, and we can do it that way too. All right, so I'll see you guys later. All right, so like I said, if you're new, type the word alert down here. You should get a response from my little bot. Make sure you respond back to her saying alert, so that you will get a live alert message from me when I'm going live again. All right. So bye.